For my lesson presentation, I have created a lesson plan for a third grade ELAR class that will be learning about story plots. In a previous lesson, the class had learned about sequence and summary of a story. The students will be able to apply their knowledge from the previous lesson to better understand the lesson over story plots. To begin the lesson, I will read the book Thank You, Mr. Faulkner to the class and discuss how Tricia's character changed throughout the story. After the story, as a class, we will construct an anchor chart. I will ask the students what the characteristics of the character was in the beginning, middle, and in the end of the story. Students will show their response by writing their answers out on their own individual dry erase boards, and I will use their responses to fill in the anchor chart that will then be displayed in the class for future reference. The students will be able to meet the desired objectives by first working with their elbow partner and watching the video book over tops and bottoms, which was going to be on their iPad. After they have finished with the video, they will quietly discuss what they thought the story plot was. Once the students have finished, we will discuss as a group their thoughts on the story plot. After the whole group discussion, the students will work with their elbow partners again to construct their own plot map anchor chart over the book tops and bottoms, and then they will share their anchor charts with the class. Students will also be provided task cards over beginning, middle, and end, and they will work with their table groups on this assignment. When groups are finished with task cards, they will bring them to me to be checked. If time allows and students need it, I will give a brief refresher of the lesson. If no time is available, I will have a small group reteach on another day. At the end of the class, the students will complete an exit ticket by recalling a book that they have read and explaining how the character changed throughout the story. Before leaving, they will place the card either in the guided or the note folders. This will give me a better understanding and be able to evaluate the students on the lesson that was just gone over. For independent practice, students will work with their table groups without any assistance from me. Groups will they will construct their own short story that will include the title, character change, illustration, and the storyline. This can be modified to help exceptional students by giving them different ways to construct their own short stories. They can either draw out their short story and they can retell it to me, or they can make a comic book or an ebook. They can even construct a PowerPoint presentation and submit it that way, or they can even make their own media storybook. At the end of my lesson, I would offer a small group reteach for those students that did not reach a high understanding of the lesson. I would want all of my students to be adequately prepared to move forward to the next lesson.